some Prada. Rolling up. I'm in a brand new model. It'll be here tomorrow. I don't got fears or problems. Only got real ones round them. Only got. It take a week to count it. Then I'm back up. Name the place and we pack up. Running these racks up. 100 meals a week after. Down from laughter. When they come to handles, never had one. With a bad one. Made a meal today and they my last one.
Oh, I had to get back up. I had to get back up. I can't take no. You better call back up. I'm running it down to finish. I don't play, get down to get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm lit it. I know that you tryna go big. Better run up the cash, you love to spend. Made it, kill it, and did it again. But the intent, no, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it.
Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it.
I'm moving too fast, I can't stop. Wiping it down with the paint hot.
Coach, thanks. CA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Inner Harbor at M&T Bank Stadium here in Baltimore, Maryland. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Miami Dolphins and the Baltimore Ravens. Both of these teams about to reach the halfway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
The Dolphins take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
What? 280. Watch it, here we go, 25, check 25, check 25. Hey, 0, 0, 0. 12, 12. Kill. Gun, say gun. Some backfield.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. That's complete to John Ross. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So in Raven territory now. Here's a first and 10 at the 47.
Gotta go, in and out, let's go. Safety screen.
On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Alert, 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 alert. No. Ace.
To throw is Wilson. Got this complete to the rookie out of UMass, Andy Isabella. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 32-yard line.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
12. Check 13. You got tape. You got tape right there. Big air. Run left. Motion. Mark 55.
Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give him the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
Watch the screen. Pass. Sponge. No.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
55. Right there in the middle. 55. Hey, keep it up. Keep it up. Go. Check 52. He's crashing. He's checking crash. Slam.
And that'll set him back 5. Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15.
You got nothing. Deuce. Hey, alert. Safety green. Still got 4 down. Mike 55.
After the penalty, they go with Barkley. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
2nd and 17 at the Ravens' 27-yard line.
Check 55, Mike. Hey, watch the ball. Hey, alert. 36 power. He's coming, double up. Kill. Turn up. Kill. Turn up. Hey.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Wilson. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
The 7th play now of this opening drive. This is 3rd and long, though.
Let's get this. Mike 55. Time set. Mike 55. Okay, just like that.
From the gun, it's Wilson. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So the pass incomplete in the end zone, but contact and pass interference.
And now where does the ball get placed?
At the 1-yard line.
1-yard line. They gave up excellent real estate on that one. That's going to work really, really well for the guys who threw it.
6 guys. 14. Check 99. Check it back.
And Barkley will try to punch it in. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. So 2nd and goal, and standing by himself in the backfield, Barkley. He's going to get it running right. And he's going to bowl his way into the end zone for the Dolphins score. Saquon Barkley hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Now the try here for the extra point. And that makes it 7-0 Dolphins.
Next to score, Dolphins 7, Ravens nothing.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep.
The Ravens take over.
Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
What is that? 19. Squeeze, double. Shit. 2 points down, he's coming. Let's go.
On first down, McFarland, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. From the gun, here's Watson. He'll rifle this one deep right side. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it, and his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Well, not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon, intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Hey, 0, 0, 0. What? Hey, alert. Hey.
After the interception, here's Wilson. He's going to launch this thing, and that's caught inside the 30.
I got you, boy.
A big play there for the Dolphins. 62 yards. Well, it's one thing to grab it with one hand, but when you make a catch of that distance, quite another.
Yes, sir. I mean, that one right there, we keep talking about the high-flying antics that we're seeing from receivers nowadays. Doesn't matter what spot they start in. But when it actually does happen in the heat of battle, brings me right out of my seat.
Check. Slam. Watch twist. Shit.
They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown. Saquon Barkley with his second touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. No going for two. They'll kick the point after. And it's good to make it 14-0.
Makes the score Dolphins 14, Ravens nothing.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Short kick here, fielded about the 17. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
Let's go. At their own 30-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. On second down, McFarland. And they'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
He's checking.
On third down, McFarland. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 10 yards there, good enough for a Raven first down.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
They'll run on first down. McFarland, and he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 14. Now a give right side. McFarland. The ball comes out, and this is picked up by the Dolphins. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Watch the curl. Watch the curl. Check 9, check 9.
Now a give, right side. McFarland. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
Check 24, check 24. Switch. 24. Watch out. Go ahead, baby. Go.
And a give this time to the tailback. And he'll go down at the 28. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
But we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
19, 24. No chance. Tighten up.
On 1st down, McFarland. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. That burst good for 20 and a 1st down.
Now that's how you start to get back in the good graces of your head coach. Remember, he fumbled on the last possession. How about the faith they showed him, giving him the ball again, and he repaid them, picking up a 1st down.
First red zone chance now for the Ravens. This is 1st and goal from about the 8.
Check 4. Check. Crunch. Hey, 59. Crunch. Motion.
On 1st down, here's Love. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
At the Dolphins' 8-yard line.
Nothing on 1st down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal.
Check 3.
They'll try the left side. McFarland. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
Check 52's the mic. Check 52's the mic. Right here. Kill. Bang.
Now Watson on 3rd and goal. Flushed out right. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. And to the 12. That's where it stops. The return is halted at the 12-yard line. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
Hey, watch the ship. Good job right there. Whip. Watch the whip. Kill.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. This defense could use a few more plays like that right now.
It certainly could, but think about it from an offense's perspective right now. They've got a lead, but they don't want to throttle down too much and stall themselves. Still want to move at a nice pace.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Gun. 27, Mike 27. Who that? Shiv, watch the shiv. Check 30.
They snap it at 1. Now Wilson. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
Check Mike 27. Check Mike 27. Big stop, G. Big stop. Let's go. Left. Mike 27. Mike 27. Hey, we're pretty quiet, D. We're pretty quiet. Hey, check Mike.
Out of the gun. Here's Wilson. This one caught by Isabella. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
Friday. Check Mike 27. Check Mike 27. On game, punt. Check hot route. Hot. Switch. Hold up. Mike 27.
They'll throw on first down with Wilson. And they're waving pressure too much. Down he goes. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19.
Check 43. 49. Check 49. Go 14. Hey, 0.
Emoji popcorn, emoji popcorn, emoji popcorn,
Wilson.
O-shake, WTF.
That ball complete to Isabella. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on 3rd. So the kick from here and a field goal would have been right at 53 yards, but instead, offense out there. They're going for it. And they're out of timeouts, remember, so this is going to have to be a delay. I think probably just trying to draw them off there, it didn't work.
And defensively, that's what you work on all the time, being in that spot and being able to not jump and give them the yardage that they were desiring.
So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it. Still a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that, and we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
Check, check. Lucky, lucky, lucky. Kill, kill, kill. 24.
Here's Watson. Escaping the pressure right. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start, here's another 1st and 10. Watson now to throw, eluding the pressure right. This one into the hands of Metcalf. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. 4 receivers now, 3 to the right, 1 to the left. 2nd down and 4.
Watch the twist. Watch the twist. Shift, shift.
Here's Watson. Steps away to his left. Now he'll pull it down. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. Deshaun Watson, so multi-dimensional, able to scramble for the first. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the 50, it's Watson. They'll roll him out right. Got a man open. It's Ricky Seals-Jones. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Switch up, switch up. Check 50. 31. Check 3, check 3, check 3. Switch it, switch it, switch it. Come on, switch it. Watch twist. Watch twist.
Out of the gun, Watson. He'll buy some time right. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. On the right hash, officially, this will be a 51-yard attempt. And that one will be no good. He never had it on line. It's well wide to the left. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass.
Watch it. Check the hot read. Alert, alert.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Watson. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Mike 52. I got it. 5-2 is the Mike. Mike 5-2. Mike 5-2. Zoom, zoom. Get in the way.
A shotgun snap for Watson. He gets it to Brown. Complete. It'll be a pickup of 4. Good enough to earn him yet another first down.
So how would you describe that one, partner? Workmanlike right there, getting that first down, blue-collar type football?
Yeah, only needed 3, got 4, just enough. I like workmanlike.
I think it's pretty cool myself. Everything doesn't have to be high glamour in this game.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Again, it's Watson. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Marquise Brown was the intended target, but it'll be 2nd down.
His struggles finding open receivers continue. I don't know the last time I saw him this inconsistent throwing the football.
It would be hard to find a date when he was this inconsistent. You know, in his locker, he keeps the word poise printed on an 8.5 by 11 sheet of paper. He needs to find that poise right now.
He certainly does. In fact, I would suggest he laminate it.
Throwing again is Watson. He'll find Metcalf. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a pickup of 11 at a Baltimore first down. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
Now throwing on first down and completing it. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. It's a pickup of 11 at a Baltimore first down. Watson now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. To the air yet again. Watson. Got a man. It's Brown. It's a pickup of 11 at a Baltimore first down. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
Now Watson rolling to his right. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. Here's Watson. Going to throw again. This will be caught by Brown. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. It's a pickup of 11 at a Baltimore first down. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there are very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
Dancing to his left. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary, it really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to him.
Flush to his right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Hollywood Brown, the intended receiver, and it'll bring up 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive.
Yeah, this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. DK Metcalf with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Ravens get a bit closer. John Harbaugh thought about it, and now his guys are going to go for the two-point conversion.
Mike 55, Mike 55. Hey, eat.
Crunch time, defense. Switch.
54. Save.
Watson looks to throw again. Sliding out of the pocket toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a two-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they've got to make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. That sends them 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Now it's Wilson. And he will find his man on the outside. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd. Now it's Wilson. Catch made, it's Moreau. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
SOS. Bang out. Bam.
Saquon Barkley running right. They find some open field here.
You ain't doing nothing today.
That one 28 yards on the ground.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. They keep it with Barkley on 1st down. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Me and you all day. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. 4 down.
Let's go deep. Tighten up.
Hey, 0-0-0.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping. Check. No.
On second down now, Barkley. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Got to get to the 26 for a first. This is 3rd down.
Check 13. Check 13. You got tight. You got tight. You got tight right there. Big end. Check 37. Check 37.
Now Saquon Barkley. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And down to the 16-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Dolphin first down.
I think there's a fatigue factor that's kicking in defensively. You know the will is still strong, but I think the offense is starting to bend it just a little bit, don't you?
Yeah, absolutely. It's looked that way. We'll see if they can continue this already strong drive.
Good job right there. One left. Reset. Check 26. Check. Gun.
Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Check. Watch one. Guys, it's game situation. Let's go. Check 52. He's crossing. He's checking crap. Slam. Deuce. Watch the safety creep.
A first down carry for Barkley. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Well, this has been a good march down the field, but now they're stuck looking at a 2nd and 14.
He's coming. Double up. He's coming. Double up.
A toss out to Barkley. You can't bring him down.
The weight room does work.
That's a gain of 4 as we slip inside of 4 minutes left in regulation. 4th quarter, you've got the lead. You have to stay in bounds and run that clock. Coaches, that'll drive them crazy.
Sacrifice a yard or 2 if you have to. Just go down, in bounds, keep that clock going. It's almost like he was caring more about his fantasy stats than it was about winning the game, and that has to drive a coach crazy.
They're 2 for 2 on 3rd down conversions on this drive. This one tough. They need 9 yards on 3rd down.
Left pass. 6 guys. Check 6 guys.
They'll try the right side here. Barkley. And the tackle made at the 13. He is well short of the first. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down.
A gain of 2 yards on the play. Brings up 4th down.
So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. And his kick here is good. And that will get the lead up to 14. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still 8 up time, got points, so while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
Defensively, you said coming in earlier in the broadcast, the magic number was 20 points for you. That's what you thought they would have to hold this offense to or less than that, and wow, they've done that in a big way, haven't they?
And not only have they done it, they put themselves in a great position to win this one because holding them down was paramount. If they could get it done, well, guess what? We see the end result. Right now, they have their eye on victory.
And leading here in the 4th. And the movement there coming from the middle of the line.
And you understand he wants to get off the ball quickly, but the ball's right in front of him. He has to watch it move first.
A boost here to start the drive. After the penalty, it's 1st and 5.
Undercut. Undercut. 552. I smell fear in that offense. I smell fear in that offense.
From the gun, here's Watson. Flushed out right. He'll run it. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs. Late in the game, defense trying to avoid a big play. He's able to work out of the passing game, turn it into a run, pick up the first, and stop the clock as well.
And you know in this situation, everything is sped up. The intensity, the thinking, everyone's movement. But for a quarterback, he has to continue to do what we call flatliner. Level in everything he does and read the clock, feel it in the pocket, and go at the appropriate time.
A good pick up there of 20 yards.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
On first down, Watson. They'll roll him out right. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Chalk that up as their first sack in this game, and they tallied 4 a week ago.
And probably not as much exultation in that sack as what took us so long. Because when you get 4 the previous week, you're counting on continuing that momentum. They didn't get that done in the first half of the game. Let's see now if they start to bring even more exotic pressure towards the quarterback.
So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Now in desperation. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Marquise Brown hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season as his guys are back within a single score. They do tack on the extra point as well. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter.
Ravens 13. Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Dolphins first down.
Check 24, check 24. Switch, switch, switch. Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up. Hey, alert, alert.
Barkley. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Run left. Hey, check motion man. Put your hands on him. Get hands on motion man. Check. Cross. So good. 4 down. Check 3. Kill.
This is Barkley. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. Wow, a personal foul at this stage in the 4th. Hard to believe.
Really hard to believe. And now that glow of hope that you had begins to flicker out, doesn't it?
Yep. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10.
Here we go, D. Here I come. Bang.
Now a give, right side. Barkley. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. So they come up on 2nd down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing.
Watch the shift. Hey, watch the shift. Go. Whip. Watch the whip.
Oh, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in the 4th. So 3rd down, they need to get to the 28 for a first.
Kill. Look left. Shift. Watch the shift. Check 31. Check out. Got it. Switch.
Here's the former Heisman winner. It's Derrick Henry. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. And this one is right through. And that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10. So barring something extraordinary here in the closing stages, that field goal should just about put this one on ice.
Yeah, we've got to find 2 scores. So, we're not going to exactly move it over there yet. It can be done, but, boy, it's going to be a little bit of a stretch for them, isn't it?
Yeah, they would have to move incredibly quick and have some luck, too.
Let's go.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside.
And that's caught inside the 30. And a little bit of a consolation prize there. He's into the end zone. Won't win them the game, but they do get the score with all zeros showing.
But some fantasy players are really happy with that score.
Doesn't affect the outcome, but, hey, nice job there to put it in the end zone for the final play.
Could it affect other things? Sometimes these types of scores are ones that we don't consider big at the time. Then later on we find out maybe that was a tiebreaker.
Yeah.
Or, of course, in the fantasy football world, these points mean a lot.
A lot there. The extra point here is good, but the late touchdown can only draw the score a bit closer as this game is over. Well, on the one side, if you try to take away something positive from this game, they played to the final whistle, getting the touchdown there on the last play, but still, all for naught, really.
Yeah, I'd say give them points for positivity. I like that. That part is good. But I often wonder, when the game is settled and the clock is run out, do we really need to kick the extra point?
Oh, yeah. It's silly. It's silly.
It doesn't make any sense to me. I know that people have explained before, well, you got to play it all the way through. Come on, this thing was done.
So for Miami, they close out this first half at a very solid 6-2. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week.